Walnut. Farrow Ward Ford has been your local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet and specials every week at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin Smith specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, nonprofits, and states and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting and tax needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from
Welcome back to Tippah County Sports, your home for Tippah County football. We're here tonight for homecoming with the Ripley Tigers and the Kossuth Aggies. This should be a barn burner. Owen, what do you think, brother?
You know, there's only one thing better than Friday Night Lights and the usual, John, and that tonight that's homecoming festivities in the rain. Obviously, maybe not for the lucky ladies on the court tonight, but it's going to lead to a good game tonight. You could see, obviously, a little sloppy play in these kind of conditions, but what you're also going to see is a smash-mouth style of football where you're going to see 2 teams going at each other, trying to attack and win the line of scrimmage, as well as flipping the field position. Those are going to be big things that, you know, in high school football usually are important, but tonight they're going to be essential when you've got field conditions like they are right now, because it is wet down here, John.
Yeah, and as Owen talked about, the field does look to be in good shape, but I can promise you that the ball will be slippery. So, Owen, let's get some keys to the game. I think, like we discussed beforehand, one of our big keys tonight is going to be possession of the ball. What do you think?
Yeah, well, you know, anytime you're playing in the rain, obviously the conditions are expected to last on and off pretty much all night. You know, limiting your turnover is going to be huge. Obviously, you've got to take care of the football, especially in a game like tonight where you're going to see 2 teams that want to play smash mouth, especially with a wet ball, wet field. You're going to see them line up heavy at the line of scrimmage a lot. You're going to see them attack the front 7 of the other team. So you've got to make sure you control the football, but also, like I talked about, field position is going to be huge. Watching the kickers and the punters and the special team unit before the game, that is going to be a big part of who ends up winning tonight, because when you're running that smash mouth style of football, you're not going to see high-scoring offenses. I can relate back to actually these Kossuth Aggies. My 8th grade year watching them play at Nettleton High School, it was a field condition nightmare as there was standing water at the 50-yard line. It was a 6-0 ball game. Both teams just punting it back and forth because you're running the ball 3 times hoping you break off a big one, and then you're punting it away.
And here come your Ripley Tigers on the field, led out by their captains. And this should be an interesting ball game, I believe. Kossuth. And that's going to be another thing we talk about, controlling that line of scrimmage. Which team can control the line of scrimmage in this contest? You know, is it going to be the Ripley running game, which has been so taunted that we talked about here the past few weeks? And does Kossuth make some noise in that backfield? You know, if Kossuth's going to win this game, they're going to play in the backfield most of the night.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, this is going to be, obviously Ripley runs it effectively. We're going to see if a team can finally put a stop to it. Ripley has outscored their first 2 opponents 122-6. That's a 116-plus point margin. That's got to be at the top of the state to start off the season. So Ripley obviously coming in with about as much momentum as any team in the state of Mississippi. However, Kossuth going to look to rebound. They lost a tough one to Corinth last week in overtime, was just 3 yards short of winning it on a 2-point conversion. Now they come back and they look to prove that last week was not a fluke, that it was just a slip-up, and to get a huge win on the road tonight against Ripley.
Yeah, and, you know, Owen, I think you're right. 21-20 was that score last week as Kossuth was going for the two-point conversion to win the game and just came up short. So obviously Kossuth, a very good football team, a lot of tradition at Kossuth, a lot of tradition here at Ripley. Well, we're going to join Owen on the call for your Tiger Sports tonight. Owen, take it away, buddy.
Looks like Ripley won the toss and they elected to defer. So they'll kick the ball first, and the Kossuth Aggies will look to make some noise tonight on the first offensive possession of the game in these rainy conditions. John, before we start, who's your player to watch for the Ripley Tigers tonight?
It's got to be Ty Long. I think you've got to give Ty the credit he's due. It's controlling the ball. Can he control the ball, make smart plays in the rain, in the sloppy conditions, and control and provide that leadership that he's provided so far? What do you think, Owen?
I think you're exactly right. It's almost like you're reading my notes, Freddie, as Freddie Lopez gets ready to kick it off. Yeah, Long is going to be the guy you want to watch, junior quarterback. He's looking for that statement game in his third year of play. So let's see if he can have it tonight as the football is fumbled, and it's now going to be a touchback. See, that's where those high school rules come into play, John.
Yeah, there was a touchback in that situation. It was kicked in the end zone by Freddie Lopez, and that is a game changer when you can have, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, when you can have somebody kick it that far downfield, take the possession away from the running backs there of Kossuth, and let's see what Kossuth comes out on offense with.
Kossuth will huddle up, and it looks like they're going to be led out by senior quarterback Jack Johnson. 6'1", 185, comes in. An Ironman listed as playing free safety on the other side of the ball. We talk about those Ironman athletes, how special they are. And Johnson in his senior year is going to look to spoil the homecoming of the Ripley Tigers tonight. Let's hope that the Ripley defense came ready to play. It's a heavy set, I formation, tight end to the left. Handoff into the backfield, and Ripley is not going to let him have anything, and a little bit of a loss as well. What a play by the front seven to get in there early.
Yeah, it looks like just a miscommunication in the backfield there. Owen, as the quarterback looked to hand off the ball, and looked like the defensive line was there to meet him almost as soon as the ball was handed off.
Yeah, I think, you're going to look at the atmosphere as another big thing tonight. John, you look, and this is the first game we've really had two pretty packed out on both sides. Kossuth brought plenty of their Aggie faithful, and Ripley has packed out their side. It's going to be a good atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, you hear the student section get into it, hollering defense, and there's just a no gain on the play.
Again, like I said, you're just going to see a lot of two teams running the football, wanting to establish an identity here early in these rainy conditions, and the front seven of Ripley's known that so far. We talked so much the past couple weeks ago when they played Byhalia about how this front seven came to play, and they've done so far in the first two plays tonight. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Kossuth Aggies at their own 20-yard line. They're going to still be in an I-form set, one wide out to each side of your screen. Play action, Johnson rolls back, here comes pressure, and he is gonna be taken down in the backfield. So how about that? First three plays for the Ripley defense, and they have driven back Kossuth 15 yards, punting out of the back of their own end zone.
And there you see big number 54 and big number 21, Christmas, and number 21 for Ripley is gonna be Cooper Davis with big plays there, just putting pressure on the quarterback, and he had absolutely nowhere to go with that ball, Owen.
C.J. Martin back deep to return for Ripley. We already saw him return one here on RCTV this year against Byhalia. We'll see if he has a chance to return another. He's going to field it at the 45 of Kossuth. He's got the edge. He's going to try to cut it back inside, but a host of Aggies is there to cut him down. And now a late flag comes in. We're going to see what this is for.
Do you think I saw that the defender step over the kid from Kossuth? I don't know that was sportsmanlike conduct. That's probably what they're going to call, but we'll see what the call is here.
Yeah, this is going to be big regardless because Ripley has great field position right now at the 32 it's slated of Kossuth. So let's see if they push forward or are driven back by this flag. It looks like it's going to be against Ripley. We'll see how far that drops them back. So you still are going to have good field position to start, but you had a chance to start almost immediately in field goal position with the leg of Freddie Lopez. We'll see how far back the Tigers are driven from that penalty.
Let's see, what does the referee indicate the call yet, Owen?
He put his knuckles together. I got to be honest, I'm not familiar with that call. I don't know if that's
a few this year we've not been familiar with. And we do apologize, sports fans. We'll do our best to get those for you Let's see what the Tigers come out in on offense, Owen.
We're not cut out to be officials, John.
That's right.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're set up at the Aggie 47-yard line. Ty Long in a shotgun set. 3 wide receivers out wide to the top of your screen, 1 down at the bottom. And Long will fire deep on his first play, and that one is going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was Chad Martin. So first pass of the game for Ty Long falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for Ripley.
Yeah, just a little underthrow there by Long. Long just didn't lead his receiver quite long enough there. But, looking for Ty to calm those nerves and make that play, maybe down the stretch.
Yeah, if you're gonna win at a game like this, obviously we talked about wanting to establish an identity with the run, but you're gonna have to, especially right now when the conditions are fine. There's no rain dropping right now. You're gonna want to be able to throw the football.
Yeah.
2 wide receivers at the top and the bottom of the screen. 2nd and 10, and the pistol set going to hand it off up the middle, and a nice run for the Tigers. Still churning his feet. That's number 19, Keegan Strong, who is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 39 of Kossuth. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 2 now for the Tigers.
Yeah, nice run there by Strong off the right side of the Tiger line there behind number 61 and number 63 for the Tigers. He just put a head of steam down there and ran over a few guys. That was very impressive there by Strong.
Great job of keeping his legs churning. That goes from 3rd and medium now to 3rd and short because of those few extra yards. Back in that same pistol set, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Long takes a snap, 3rd and 2, and Strong up the middle. He's got enough yards and a couple more to get the first down, and that is the first set of chains moved of the ball game, and it belongs to the Ripley Tigers. And John, that's a big one.
Yeah, to establish, like you said, there's one of the keys game. Will the Tigers establish that line of scrimmage? And so far, they've done a very good job establishing the line of scrimmage. 7-0, 9:09 left to go, first quarter.
This game moving along quickly. You see that in these games where both teams want to run the football, especially, again, as we've mentioned multiple times, the field conditions tonight. Kossuth a little late getting set on defense. They're going to be in more of a 4-2-5 set, and the flag's going to come in, and we'll see what it's going to be. False start on the offense, so Ripley is going to get pushed back to the 40-yard line of Kossuth.
Just not a heads-up play there by the offense. I'm not sure who exactly moved, but I believe that was going to be 2 men in motion there. Owen was going to be the call why that false start was called.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Let's see if they come out and want to run the ball yet again. Strong still in the backfield. You're in a shotgun set. 2 wide receivers up to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Tight end in the set as well. Hand off. Strong up the middle. He's going to have about 2, maybe 3 yards. Still going to be 2nd and long now for Ripley.
Yeah, let's see if Ripley maybe setting up a play action pass here or something, Owen, because they've run the ball, and looks like that's going to be, well, let's see if he is going to be slow to get up, or is it going to be a cramp? No, he's going to be fine. Just slow to get up there was number 19 Strong.
And kind of the first example of the field conditions we've had tonight, John. It looked like Strong was having a little bit of trouble getting his footing to get up. It's slippery out there. Even if the rain is obviously not in now, it just sits on that grass, and really nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Shotgun set yet again. 2nd down and 12. Play action. Here it is, John. They're going to throw it deep. He's got a man deep. Caught it. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's going to be number 1 for the Tigers, Aquan McDonald. What a
Long, throwing it deep on the play action pass to Strong. That was actually number 5, Michael Turner.
Okay,
that brought it in down the
I'm
sideline.
sorry about that, sports fans. From here, it did look like number 1, but number 5, Michael Turner with the reception, just on a beautifully thrown ball for the Tigers.
So Ripley strikes first with 7:55 remaining. Ripley has the 6-0 lead, and they will look for the extra point to take a 7-0 lead here in the early going. And now a flag is going to be thrown. It looks like a encroachment is going to be called. So not offsides, it'll be encroachment because it blew the play dead. So we'll move it up 1.5 yards, and we'll try the extra point again.
Let's see what Ripley does here. They may accidentally try to go for 2 here. No, it looks like they're going to keep Lopez in the game and Cook take the 1 point.
And it looks like Ripley actually elected to just keep the ball where it was as the kick is up and good. And I was wondering if that was going to be the case. You get these kickers in a rhythm for the 3-yard line. Why risk moving it up when Freddie Lopez has more than enough leg for an extra point?
Yep, and so what we'll do, we'll hear a word from our sponsors. Come back for more TV19 Sports, your home for Tippah County's football here on TV19, your Tippah County sports home.
Gotcha. No, he said we're in commercial.
Back to action will be here on TV 19. Owen, back to you, my friend.
Ripley gets ready to kick it off. First and 10, not first and 10. It's on the scoreboard, but it's not first and 10 yet. 7-0, 7:55 remaining. Ripley has the early lead here on homecoming night against the Kossuth Aggies. They'll kick it deep, and it will be a boomer, as that one is going to be fielded right at the half-yard line. It will be taken out. Now Kossuth's got a lane. He's got one man to beat, but he couldn't break through the tackle. A touchdown-saving tackle by Aiden Wilson there. And Kossuth will have good field position to start at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice return by number 3, Reese Crum for the Aggies. Just almost was about 2 steps away from taking that one to the house. But like you said, a good touchdown-saving tackle there by the young man from Ripley.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 35-yard line as Kossuth will come out in the huddle. Wanting to attack, I would feel like a little bit differently than the opening drive, and indeed they will. They went I formation the entire first drive. Now they're in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers up top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, tight end in the set. And they're going to look to pass, curl route, no, it's dropped on the bottom of your screen near the sideline by Hank Eason. The senior receiver couldn't bring it in.
Good coverage there by number 6 for the Tigers. That's Chad Martin on the coverage there for the Tigers. Good tight coverage there by Martin.
Yeah, Martin did do a great job there of covering that curl. Didn't get ran off too far by the route. You're going to see those receivers. You're wanting to run off your corner and then break it back in before they have time to turn around. But Martin was never confused and made Johnson have to throw it into a tight window. 2nd and 10. Same shotgun set. Handoff up the middle now. It's going to be taken by number 5, Brady Kelly, the junior 5'10". Halfback will take it to about the 41-yard line. If so, that's going to leave it at about 3rd and 4 for the Aggies.
Yeah, down to about 3rd and 4 left to go. Tigers doing a good job on defense. And
6 on the play brings up 3rd down and 4.
So 3rd down and 4 now.
Don't forget to hit show.
Shotgun formation yet again. Same set. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Johnson will take the snap. He's going to hand it off on a sweep outside, and nothing was doing for Brady Kelly. Great job by the Ripley defense yet again to stop the outside run. First time we've seen them run it outside tonight.
Yeah, just a little stretch give there on the give was the quarterback to the outside, and Ripley did a good job with contain there. 7-0 as you see on the screen.
If you're Kossuth, this has been a nightmare start as you're going 3 and out in your first 2 possessions. If you're Ripley, you couldn't be happier to now have an opportunity to get the football and take possibly a 2-score lead before you're barely halfway through the first. And we got a fake punt. It's going to be right up the middle and nothing doing. The Ripley defense snuffed it out. What a great job by the front of that punt return team to snuff out the fake.
Yeah, that's what you call staying at home, sports fans. They did a good job. Like you said, they stayed at home, they read the fake, and did a good job covering. I'm not sure even who credit that tackle to, Owen.
You credit that tackle to the whole defense, honestly. There's obviously a man that makes that tackle, but you really credit that to almost the whole unit because I saw nobody running off before the ball was, put in the air by the punter. They stayed at home expecting a fake there. Great job by the Ripley coaching staff to prepare them for the fake.
Yeah, obviously that's something they've seen in the film. We'll see what the Tigers draw up here on offense.
Pistol
it's going to be Keegan
Strong up the middle, and he's got more than enough for a first down. 11-yard gain taken to the 30 of Kossuth, and Ripley is rolling here in the early going. 6:23 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, and just a good hole opened up there by the offensive line. Keegan Strong does the rest, cutting his way up for a first down gain there.
Strong has been the feature back tonight for the Tigers. We'll see if that continues here. It does look like he is in the backfield with Long. Shotgun set, 2 wide receivers. 1 in motion now to the top of the screen. Long steps back, now steps up, throws one deep, and looks for Turner again. That one just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, Turner open on the post, maybe a little hitch and go there. I believe Owen feels like he tried to fake the defender off there, but defender for Kossuth did a good job staying home there on that, making Ty Long throw the ball long there.
2nd down and 10 now coming for the Tigers. I would expect them to run it here, maybe again with Strong. They've been so good at doing that here in the early going.
Yeah, let's see what the Tiger offense draws up here. Let's see if they do try to stretch the field or run it behind that big offensive line for the Tigers.
Shotgun set, 1 tight end in the set. And it's a design bootleg out to the right, and nothing was going. Pass is caught by Ja'Kai Holmes, but immediately the tackle was made by Evan Patton, senior outside linebacker.
Gain of about 3 yards there on that little sprint out there to Holmes. Looked like they were trying to get Holmes out on a little island, and the linebacker for Kossuth did a good job making the tackle there.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 28-yard line of Kossuth. You might be in the range of Freddie Lopez, possibly. It would be a long one. Let's see if they can get the first down here. Slant thrown. It's caught by Turner, and Turner is going to be taken down in the middle of the field, but more than enough for the first down. Tackle was made by the Kossuth defender, number 6, and that is trying to get my pages turned. Well, they're stuck together.
Number 6 is going to be
Blake Doles.
First and 10 from the 13-yard
So a great slant route, great job throwing on time by Long.
It looks like Ripley may be bringing in a heavy package here. It looks like Kossuth will counter.
You're exactly right. It almost looks like they might have 5 D linemen out, maybe a 5-3 set. That's more of a goal line set, but with how Ripley has ran the football, you might need to go into that, even if you're at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Ripley is going to come out in the full house backfield, tight to the line. They're going to hand off to the fullback. Fullback going to go up the middle. And wow, just a nice push there by the Ripley offensive line.
No doubt about it. Tackle was made by the Kossuth defense. It was number 9 and number 4. That's Jack Johnson, and no 9 on the roster of Kossuth that I have.
Yeah, I've got Brian Pittman up here. Brian Pittman.
Thank you for that, John. And 2nd and 10 going to be, or 2nd and 7 from the 10. And so the goal line set of Kossuth is going to be responded by a full house heavy set of Ripley. And here they'll run it again on 2nd and 7. It's a pitch to the outside. He's got some room. Cut it back inside, and now going to be pushed out of bounds. That was number 7 on the carry.
Number 7, Aquan McDonald.
That was Aquan McDonald on the carry on the outside.
Yeah, Aquan just did a good job getting outside that Tiger offensive line, and those backers helped block that very well down the outside. Almost in for a touchdown there. So we'll see what the Tigers do here.
3rd and 1 from the 4-yard line. So the Tigers still can pick up a first down, but I'm sure they would be just as fine with 4:10 remaining in the first to punch it in on this 3rd down. Heavy full house set again. Long under center. Hands off to the fullback. They're going to get a nice push, and I think he's in, John. He is! Touchdown, Ripley!
And that right there was quite impressive. Sports fans, if you don't know what blocking is, that was an excellent example of downhill, down your throat blocking for the Tigers there on the offensive line.
A fantastic job, like you said. I believe that might have been Demarion Williams who carried it in for the Tigers. 13-0 with 4:04 remaining. Ripley has scored on both of their opening possessions as the extra point is up and away. And just like that, the Tigers are roaring here on homecoming. 14-0 they lead over Kossuth, 4:04 remaining in the first.
Yeah, Owen, just a good job there by the offensive line. Just like we said before, establishing that line of scrimmage. And so we're very proud of these guys for doing that. And let's see if we just stay right here. Looks like they're going to go pretty quickly to kickoff, so we'll just stay right here.
No doubt about it. They have moved pretty quickly tonight, John. And now, let me ask you: you're the coaching staff of Kossuth. You have come out, went 3-0 in your first 2 drives, and given up touchdowns on both of your first 2. You're in a pretty tough spot. What are you telling your guys here on this offense possession?
Just keep your head. You got to keep your head about you. You got to make smart plays, establish a little rhythm, and see what we can do about driving the ball down the field.
Now, what if you're? I'll flip it on the other end. What if you're Ripley's coach, telling him on this 3rd defensive possession, looking for another 3rd down?
Stay after it. Keep putting pressure.
Lopez, a little squib kick on this one. It's going to be still not picked up. Finally is at about the 20-yard line right before it went out of bounds. He was looking to let it go out of bounds so they would start the 40-yard line, but Lopez got a nice roll. It stopped right on the edge of the sideline.
And a nice tackle there by Jalen Brooks for the Ripley Tigers.
Looks like we're going to have a heat timeout on a night like tonight, John. It's a little bit of an oxymoron. But while we've got the timeout, let's hear a word from our wonderful RCTV 19 sponsors. We'll be back here for Ripley and Kossuth.
We're back going. Sorry, I was not able to get those commercials in right there, but I do want to say a big shout out to all of our sponsors. I did figure out what was going on there, so we just have a little technical glitch, but that does happen. So I went back to you, my friend.
Heavy set for Kossuth that started out on this 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, and now it looks like another shot in the leg for Kossuth. It's going to be a 5-yard it's going to be an offside penalty against Ripley. They're lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Tigers just line up in the neutral zone there. Just probably trying to get a head start there, a little ahead of the ball.
So now, instead of what I thought was going to be a 1st and 15, now it's 1st and 5 for Kossuth. And that's really, maybe even the slightest bit of momentum that Kossuth would ask for here to hopefully have them pick up their first down tonight if you're an Aggie.
Yeah, Kossuth is looking for their first down of the night.
Heavy set yet again. Step back, throw on the out, caught by number 12 of Kossuth. He's brought down on a great tackle by C.J. Martin. Great. Number 12 on the reception, Jake Hancock for Kossuth.
Yeah, Martin did a good job one-on-one there. Then he was assisted by, I believe that was number 20. No, was that 21? Who was that on the assist there? Did you see?
I believe you were correct. It was number 21 on the assist. That being Cooper Davis. Really the first time we've seen Kossuth air the football out like that, where they just, lined up in a heavy set but had a man out wide. They liked the size matchup, and they went after it. Obviously worked, but a great job by Martin to prevent the first down. 2nd and 3. Direct snap taken by Johnson, and he is going to be right at the marker. We'll see if they move it, and they will, in fact, move it. So the first set of chains moved tonight by the Aggies.
Good job there by Anthony Bell for the Tigers, getting up in there and making a nice tackle on the heavy quarterback from Kossuth, and that's a big boy back there for Kossuth, the quarterback. So looks like, and he looked like he was not afraid to stick his head in there, and that's something we're seeing more and more of these quarterbacks, not afraid to stick their head in there with a tackle.
No doubt about it. Jack Johnson listed at 6'1", 185, senior quarterback for Kossuth. So this is an experienced guy in his last year of football. Really wants to go get a win on the road here for the Aggies. 1st and 10, shotgun set. It'll be Johnson stepping back. He's going to chunk one over the middle. He's got a man wide open right in between the zone of the Ripley defense. Nice play there, as he's going to be caught by number 19, and that's cut off of my roster. John, I don't know if you have that.
Yeah, 19 is Keegan Strong for Ripley or for
that's for Kossuth.
I do not have a 19. I do apologize for that, folks.
So another first down. They two now on this drive after not having any on their first 2 drives. Kossuth has a little bit going here on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, it looks like they're running they're running a little zone package, looks like, and that's going to be, I believe they're going to call a block in the back here, but
that looks like it's going to have to be some kind of offensive foul, whether it's a block in the back or a hold, something. But a nice scramble by Jack Johnson, nearly got enough for the first down marker, but instead I would expect this one to get pushed back as the white hat comes to give us the call. And it's a personal foul against, I believe that was a clipping call against the Kossuth Aggies. So that's going to be 15 yards. So instead you go from 2nd and 1 to 1st and 25. That's a drive killer. Yeah,
and where Kossuth has been very successful running the ball out of this little spread package here. Now they get pushed back off a personal foul there, and I believe that was number 7 trying to politic with the referee just there, Hank Eaton, to ask what the call was or who made that play.
1st and 25 now for the Kossuth offense. You're kind of almost in a 3-down passing set here as they come out shotgun, and now it will be Johnson who rolls out. He's got his man tight end, or more of a H-back if you want to call it. Hank Eaton on the out route is going to be called. Aquan McDonald on the tackle, and a nice one there to keep that one from being more than about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, nice little tackle out there on the island by Aquan McDonald. McDonald was lacking just a little size, but goes out there, not afraid to stick his head in there against the bigger receiver from Kossuth, and does a good job bringing him down.
Ripley has played this zone the past couple of plays against the Kossuth defense. They hit the curl in the middle of the field just a few plays earlier. Let's see if that prevent defense works. But now here comes a blitz, and it's going to be blown dead. If it wasn't, Aquan McDonald was going to have a sack.
False start against the Aggies.
And that was a false start against the Aggies. I believe that was going to be one of the interior linemen trying to get a little head start. I believe they did see that sack, that blitz coming there, Owen.
That was such a great play call by the coaching staff of Ripley. When you're going kind of a deep zone, prevent, not wanting anything over the top. So Kossuth's obviously thinking second 21, all right, they're going to hit us with that again. Let's take a check down, try to get it to a third and manageable. But instead, Ripley brought a blitz that was heavy. I mean, that was maybe 7 guys coming after the football. It was going to get home if the call doesn't be made on the false start.
And there we prevented a little screen play or something like that. It looks like he's going to get sacked again.
What a job by the front 7 of the Ripley Tigers. That is Charlie
Coombs and number 24, Anthony Bell, on the tackle.
Great job by that front 7. So now you've got Kossuth and third and more than a country mile. If you're Kossuth, you're probably looking to run the football and punt it away here.
Yeah, let's see what Kossuth does do on offense here. Just do they drop a deep pass, maybe here a little screenplay to try to, draw that defense in. That's something, we saw last week at Walnut, worked so well for the Wildcats. And, they would run the ball, and run those little screen plays. So let's see if Kossuth may drop something like that.
Shotgun set, trips to the bottom of your screen, and another false start. That was the halfback who jumped a little bit early there. That was Brady Kelly. So now another 5-back, and now you really wonder what the play call is. Now, honestly, you're almost in the position where you could possibly just throw one deep, hope for a miracle, and if it gets picked off, well, that's a punt.
Yeah, so, I don't know what's going through the mind of the Kossuth, the coordinators at Kossuth, but, you're right, Owen. What do you draw up here? I mean, you draw up some sort of long, deep pass, or do you drop a screenplay, or, what do you draw up here, Owen?
Third down.
The Ripley defense has just been phenomenal tonight, no doubt about it. Third, and I believe now it might be 31. Kossuth will, looks like they have a little bit of confusion. No, they're going to let it roll down to the end of the first quarter. So it's 14-0. Ripley has been all over the Kossuth Aggies at the end of the first. We come back in the second.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Welcome back to TV19 Sports here over Tippah County football. Ripley leading 14-0. Start of the second quarter. Owen, back to you, my friend.
Spread set on the shotgun, and it'll now be a toss out to the right side. And there's a couple blocks, and something might be set up now as a late flag is going to come in. That's going to bring this run back. A big run by Brady Kelly of at least 15 yards, but it looks like now that flag is going to be brought back against Kossuth. Well, obviously, hope it's not the Tigers, because if so, that would have meant this some kind of personal foul, and that'd be an automatic first down.
Yeah, and good job by the Tiger defense there. I believe that was Ja'Kai Holmes and number 24 Belt that ran him out of bounds there.
Here comes the official to make the call. It is going to be a hold against the Kossuth Aggies, and they are going to walk it back. So instead of looking to just get it at fourth down and take the punt, they're going to walk it back. So now it looks Looks like the Ripley Tigers are hoping to get even more of field position out of this.
Yeah, Tigers accept the penalty there instead of the declining the penalty, which will bring up 4th down 0. So we'll see what Kossuth draws up here.
Trip set up to the top of your screen. Johnson ready to take the snap. Here comes a blitz from the Tigers. They're going to try that same little option toss, and Brady Kelly is going to be swallowed up. So it does work out for Ripley as Kossuth has about 10 to 15 yards less than they would have. It's going to be 4th and a punt. There's no thinking about going for this if you're Kossuth.
Yeah, I think you're right, Owen. I think they take their medicine and punt here, hopefully to flip the field with a good deep punt by the kicker from Kossuth.
So now here we go on 4th, and what is being ruled is 26. Just a nightmare drive for Kossuth. And if you're Ripley, you really have a chance to not put this game out of reach by any means with this much time left in the ball game, but really assert yourself. It's going to be taken by C.J. Martin up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. Hold up, y'all. He's got some room. He's going to cut it in the middle of the field, and he's finally going to be taken down inside Kossuth territory. But C.J. Martin just took that from no gain to a big gain.
Yeah, and wrapped up by about eight Kossuth Aggies there, and still almost broke it out of that tackle of the 8 players there for Kossuth. So just a good play there by C.J. Martin to toughen up and make a good return there on that return for the Tigers.
It's a testament to this coaching staff. All of the Tiger runners we've seen tonight, they keep churning their legs after first contact. You see a lot of teams in high school football, when they get hit, they're down. Every runner, every receiver, every quarterback on this team for the Tigers, they churn their legs. They get those yards out of contact, which makes this team so dangerous running the football.
And Owen, that's good. I'm going to believe that. I'm going to say that's
Turner wide open over the middle. He's got one man to beat. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line. Sorry to cut you off there, John, but the Tigers are in the red zone yet again.
Yeah, good job there by Long, seeing Turner open over the middle. And what I was going to say, Owen, is you got to contribute that to Coach Lyles. If you remember his teams back in Calhoun City back in the day, man, those kids ran the ball. And so he's brought that tradition here to Ripley to run the ball, never stop, never give up, always be in motion.
You're exactly right. Obviously, a storied history at Calhoun City. If you, like John said, if you've ever seen those teams run the ball, they do a lot of this. Heavy set. Ty Long, 1st and goal. It'll be tossed to Aquan McDonald. He's on the outside. He's going to break a couple of tackles, but a flag is going to be thrown in the backfield, so I would expect this one to be against the Tigers.
Let's see what the call is. Probably going to look like it's going to be thrown in the area of holding. Do you agree, Owen?
Yeah, when you get it thrown in around the outside of the tackle box on a run to the outside, you're usually saying hold, and that's exactly right, John. You called that one right on the head of it. So it's going to be now 1st down and I believe 20. It's going to be 1st and 20 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a spot foul in there, so that's why it's not a 10-yard mark-off there. There was behind line scrimmage, which caused the additional 10-yard mark-off.
So Long here on 1st and Long is going to hand it off up the middle to number 11 for the Tigers. First time Javen Brooks has carried the football tonight, and he's going to have a gain of about 3 or 4.
Just a little short game, but those short games make up long games eventually. So good job there by the offensive line. Again, just getting what they could.
2nd and what is listed as 17 from the 20-yard line. Ripley, heavy step. We'll take it under center. And it'll be play action. Long rolls out, throws over the middle of the field, and had his man over the middle, number 24, Anthony Bell, but just overthrew him.
Looks like he also had number 7, Aquan McDonald, on a down deep post there, wide open as well.
Yeah, Long, the first mistake he's made tonight. He just didn't take just enough time to get his feet set. Nearly made the throw anyway, but never really got his feet set when I think the lack of pressure would have allowed him to do that. But regardless, it's going to be 3rd down and long, and we've seen the Tigers already throw it deep once tonight. Let's see if they do so again. They're in a heavy set, but obviously just ran play action. Long will instead hand it off to McDonald. McDonald is takes a big hit, and the football's on the ground. And Kossuth signaling that they have it, and indeed the Aggies do. Aquan McDonald took a monster hit from the Aggie defense as he coughed it up.
Yeah, and that, that's something we talked about as one of our keys of the game. And Michael Harris and I there for the radio station had talked about that. That is the first turnover for Ripley this year.
That was Brady Bobo, I believe, who forced the fumble for Kossuth. And, man, what a hit he laid on Aquan McDonald.
Yeah, just a good job there by Bobo laying just what they call old-fashioned laying the wood there.
9-10, second quarter, 14-0. Ripley leading over Kossuth. Aggies take it inside their own 15-yard line at the 12 to be exact to start this drive. Shotgun set, man in motion, play action. And now the rush comes, but instead Johnson's going to run it. He's got some room. He'll run it to the sideline, and now will be taken down by Michael Turner.
Yeah, that was just a good job by Jack Johnson getting out of the pressure. Tigers had two men in the backfield and just failed to break down and make a tackle there on Johnson.
That's what you see out of a senior quarterback. Johnson never really saw the pressure. He more felt it. The pressure was coming around the edge, and rather than look away, he just stepped up, feeling the pressure. An experienced quarterback making an experienced play, as it will now have 2nd and 3 coming up for the Kossuth Aggies as they huddle up.
Owen, what do you do here as a Ripley defense? You pin yours back, or do you try to play the run, or what do you do?
Well, Kossuth has thrown the football a bit more than their first two drives, but it seems like now it's going to be Kossuth, so Ripley's going to have a chance to do that while they're in a timeout. Let's take one of our own and hear a word from our sponsors here on RCTV 19.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Welcome back to Ripley High School. Owen, back to you, my friend.
2nd down and 3 now for the Aggies as they come out in a shotgun set. Two wide receivers nearly stacked at the bottom of your screen, one up wide. It looks like two tight ends in the set. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a touch pass, and I don't think he got there. In fact, it might have been a loss of a yard. Great job by the Ripley defense to stuff the outside run.
Yeah, Ripley did a good job staying at home there, playing that, turning that defense. The defense did a good job there, turning that running back into where the help was for Ripley.
So now it's going to be 3rd and about 4 or 5. Let's see what the Kossuth Aggies elect to do here. Looking to capitalize off the fumble forced by that Aggie defense on Aquan McDonald. They're going to be heavy set here on 3rd and 5. Johnson will hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be right at the marker, John. That one's close. You might have a better vantage point above me. What do you think?
It's going to be, I do think the officials may call for a measurement here. No, they do give the first down to the Aggies.
So that was right on the line. Later, if that's later in the game, you probably are getting a measurement. You're exactly right, John.
Your coaches are there are going to be raising Cain later on in the game if it comes down to that to make an official measurement there.
So it looks like Kossuth will swap out some personnel. Looks like they're taking a little bit of their heavy formation out. I would expect them to possibly go back shotgun here. And indeed it will be shotgun set. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, 2 up top. So a 4 wide receiver set. No tight ends in the set. Johnson will throw a screen pass, but the Ripley defense snuffed it out. My goodness. What a play by the DB coming up. And I'm trying to look over across the field and get that number.
That's going to be number 6, Chad Martin, with a play.
C.J. Martin just made a fantastic play. You see a lot of DBs make that mistake of sitting back on screens, not wanting to miss the tackle, but Martin just attacked it, and it leads to a big loss.
Yeah, that was just a heady play there by Martin to go in there, stay at home, but do his job to attack the play there.
2nd and 14. Kossuth Johnson looks, throws, has a man. Oh, and just a bit to the outside of his intended receiver, number 19. And let me tell you something, Ripley, we should be thankful. Jack Hancock, number 12, is streaking down the sideline. If Johnson would have saw him deep, he might have been scoring.
Yeah, just I don't know. He called a misread there, but he did miss number 12 running wide open down the sideline.
If you're Kossuth, that hurts in more ways than one. Not just missing a touchdown, but as you saw with number 19 was wide open over the middle. That play just got a lot open, and you didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, that's you got to make those plays with a play down, whether you're down like you are.
Did he catch that football? No, he did not. They're going to roll it incomplete on the sideline. And that was number 11. That was Hunter Bright, I believe, the intended receiver by Johnson. He was open on the first down, the curl.
He was, and a nice pass to only where his young man from Jack Johnson, they were good pass, but just a little low into the outside. What's the old baseball saying? Just a bit outside.
What a fantastic callback. Major League is one of the best sports movies. I will stand by that forever. 4th and 14. Kossuth will look to punt it away. And that one is end over end. A little bit of a wobbler. And it's a fumble football. And did Martin get back on it? I believe he did.
Yes, he did. He did a good job there maintaining possession of the ball. But Kossuth was quickly down him to prevent. But he was also down because his knee was down. But also Kossuth did a good job there covering up that punt.
While the Ripley offense gets set, let's hear a 30-second break from our sponsors right here on RCTV 19.
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front-end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stuart Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
Ripley House of Flowers says good luck to Tippah County teams this football season. Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 924 City Avenue South in Ripley.
Good luck and do your best. Diesel 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter.
Keegan Strong on the carry, loss of 5, brings up 2nd down and 15.
Back to action. Go back to you. Sorry for that, sports fans.
What you missed was Strong ran it to the outside, and maybe one of the tackles of the game by Grayson Ivey, as he didn't even fully make the tackle, but just got a hand on the jersey of Strong. If he wasn't able to do that, there was really only one safety between Strong and the defender on the outside. That could have been a big old game, but Ivey made a great tackle. And now instead of 1st and 10 from inside Kossuth territory, it's now going to be 2nd and 15 from midfield.
Yeah, just a good defensive play there by Kossuth.
Martin in motion across long, handoff to Strong, and Strong's got nothing doing there, and he will be tackled for maybe a loss by Brady Kelly. That's another Ironman player we see tonight making a play on both sides of the football. Been running it well for Kossuth, and now he has a big tackle to set up 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long there. Let's see what the Tiger offense is setting up. They Ty comes over here to Coach Lyles to get a play. So let's see what the Tiger offense does here.
Well, this is where having that junior quarterback really helps, because you see a lot of times in high school football when you've got a underclassman, you see a lot of coaches, especially with a 14-0 lead, they're not going to let them throw it. You don't want to risk a turnover. I would fully expect the Tiger coaching staff to let Long sling one here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, let's see what they do.
And they will, but instead Long's going to pick it up, and now he'll just have to fall on it because he couldn't handle the snap. That's really the first time we've seen those wet field conditions come into play, as Long just couldn't handle that one.
Yeah, and I believe this is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, Owen, this is going to be the first punt for the Tigers.
It is, and the first 3 and out of the night. This was a team that scored on their first 2 plays, their first 2 drives, and then was moving on their third, fumble the football, and now you go 3 and out for the first time tonight. So Kossuth's defense has bowed up just a little bit these past 2 possessions.
You ain't going to have Aquan McDonald back deep to punt for the Tigers. He did most of the punting duty for the Tigers last year, so Aquan.
McDonald will take the snap, and that one just a high kick end over end, and not a good bounce, as that one is not going to be the punt that McDonald was hoping for. That's going to be about a 22-yard punt.
Yeah, just a high end over end kick there by McDonald, and Kossuth did a good job getting out of the way. There was a Kossuth player in the area, and he did a good job getting out of the way. So nice heads-up play for the Kossuth.
4:08 left, 14-0, 30 seconds. We're back here on RCTV 19.
First and 10, 39-yard line.
Owen, we'll go back to you, my friend.
1st and 10, shotgun set, trips receiver set up to the top of the screen. And Johnson will step left, now comes back right, trying to evade a couple of defenders. He does, and Johnson has enough for the first down and more, and a stiff arm. And honestly, that might be a face mask on Johnson as he put down the stiff arm, and that was number 14, Ja'Kai Holmes, who is a little bit slow getting up on the sidelines after taking the stiff arm from Johnson. Hopefully he's all right. He got slung over by his helmet, though. And really not an intentional play, I don't think, from Johnson. Just a hard stiff arm, and his fingers got caught in the face mask. We'll see what the officials rule as they are discussing. But we'll see what the call is. I'm assuming this would have to be a face mask from when it was, and that's what the Ripley coaching staff is asking for.
Yeah, and if it is a face mask on the offense, that will negate the gain there for Jack Johnson, who just really made a good play there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A great scramble. The second scramble we've seen tonight from Johnson, where he took a play that was destined for a loss into nothing. And it is going to be a face mask against Johnson. It's going to be offsetting penalties. They're going to say a double face mask. John, tell me the last time you saw that one, and I'll buy you breakfast.
I'm going to tell you, it's been a while, brother. You do see offsetting personal fouls a lot, but do offsetting face masks. That's quite a unique call there by the officials. And, I can see it there where both players were grasping for the ball, grasping for the tackle. So I can't blame the officials there for that call.
So, a little bit of a, and we'll take it if you're Kossuth, that really you were expecting maybe the loss, but instead now you're just going to replay first down. Shotgun set, trip set up wide for the receivers. Johnson will take a high snap, looks, scrambles right, and now just a little toss to his receiver, number 7, Hank Eaton. He's hooked up with him a couple times tonight, and he's got more than enough for a first down, about 13-yard gain up to midfield.
Yeah, just a little shovel pass there, I guess you would say, almost for Jack Johnson there, but just a good heady play. Saw his man come open and knew he would get more yardage than Johnson would himself. So nice play there by the senior quarterback, Jack Johnson, number 4 for the Kossuth Aggies.
Kossuth moving across midfield, what I believe is for the second time tonight, as they will set up in a shotgun set. Trip set yet again, but this time it's at the bottom of your screen. 3:38 remaining. High snap. Johnson takes it. Now up the field. He's got more room to run, but finally a couple defenders come around, and a tackle's going to be made by Anthony Bell on Johnson as he slides down.
And let's see if Ripley makes some adjustments to that. You know, that's something Ripley has not seen this year as a running quarterback. So we'll see if Ripley makes some adjustments. Maybe puts a spy on him or something like that. Kind of keeps the zone going, but just has somebody go with him everywhere he goes. You know.
I think you're exactly right. When you run a spy, you're taking away your opportunity to run zone defense. But really, with how they've done tonight covering receivers, I think it could be right, John. I think a spy could definitely be beneficial because that's been the gist of the Kossuth offense the past couple of drives is Johnson making a couple great scrambles. 2:52 remaining, and now Johnson takes it on a read option. He's got room up the middle to run, and now he takes a nice hit in the middle of the field just at the first down marker. I believe that was number 21, Cooper Davis.
Yeah, Cooper made a good play there by squaring up Johnson.
That is going to be just enough for first down yardage at the 40-yard line. So Kossuth's got a little bit going here on offense. They're inside Tiger territory.
Yeah, let's see if the Tigers how the Tigers answer. You know, this is the first time a team has really driven the ball on the Tiger defense this year. So this is something that the Tigers are not used to. So let's see how they answer.
First and 10, 2 wide receivers at the top and the bottom. Johnson looks, now steps into the middle of the field, and
that's got to be holding.
He's going to be taken down finally for a loss of about 3 yards. That's going to be Anthony Bell on the tackle. He's made a couple big plays tonight on that front seven.
Yeah, and you know, you got to give credit to that front seven of Kossuth, man. They're giving Johnson the time he needs to throw the ball, but our defensive backs are doing a great job covering up the receivers and not allowing Johnson to attack the field.
You saw Johnson actually there in the backfield, in the pocket, just, you know, get into more of a runner's position with the football. He tucked it, you know, and still in the pocket, ready to pass. He almost just kind of accepted that a scramble was going to be what he had to do there. So that's really, again, a testament, like you said, to the defensive back play tonight. 1:28 remaining, and now a timeout is going to be called by Kossuth. That'll be their second of the first half. 1:27 remaining, 14-0. Ripley leads here on homecoming night. We bring you back after a
Welcome back to Ripley High School. Owen, back to you, my friend.
2nd and 15 from the 45 of Ripley. Johnson steps back to pass. He'll step up. Now comes to the left side, and he lost the football, and that's going to be ruled a fumble. And the Ripley Tigers have it. If it is ruled a fumble, and it is. Ripley comes up with a unforced turnover, but regardless, the Tigers will take it.
Yeah, and that was, you know, not that we would have, I mean, if we had this to replay, the quarterback's hand was going forward, but that in the situation here in high school football is a fumble. Probably would not have been on Saturday, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, you know, Johnson, it's a simple case of he was looking to throw the football, but again, we talked about the wet ball. Even though it's not raining right now, that field is going to stay wet the rest of the night. Ball stays wet, and it just slipped right out of Johnson's hand as he got ready to grip it hard and sling it. 1st and 10. Ripley will try to do a little bit of damage before the half. Long is going to throw it over the middle of the field. Tipped and intercepted, and look who got it right back is Jack Johnson as he redeems himself, and he's got a little bit of room to run. He's going to keep going to the 43. So why don't we just go right back about to where play was?
You know, and just not a good play there by the receiver from Ripley. Or not a very good thrown ball there by Ty Long. The receiver from Ripley had to go up and high point the ball, and just the ball slipped right through his hand. And Jack Johnson, just playing center field there, did a wonderful job with an interception. Returns the ball, like you said, just back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you know, that was Johnson just made a great play. I really don't know how he reeled that one in. He tipped it up in the air and just somehow found a way to tip it up high enough to where he could get under it. So Kossuth really just about lost 20 seconds of time. That's the only thing they lost after their fumble just a moment ago.
Yeah, about 1:05 left to go till the half. So, you know, Ripley, we'll see what Ripley draws up here.
Kossuth, despite being down 14-0, actually is winning the turnover battle. We've got a double reverse, and now Eaton is going to roll, and he looks like he could throw it. He is going to throw it downfield, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So, again, we just can't credit the Ripley defense enough tonight, John. That's 2 trick plays we've seen, and twice the Ripley defense has stayed home.
Yeah, Ripley defense did a good job. Really probably should have had the sack in the backfield, but, you know, did a good job chasing Eaton out of bounds, and Eaton just made a good play there by throwing it out of bounds.
So we're going to see 2nd and 10 now from the 43-yard line. 55 seconds remains. Ripley, 14-0 leaders over the Kossuth Aggies. Johnson will get his offense set. Play clock running down. They're going to have to snap the football quickly. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, and they will get the snap off. Johnson going to throw an out route. Oh, and that is a mistake. It just a little bit too outside, and it was caught by Reese Crum, but now the play clock is going to roll. So really, honestly, that might have been one Crum should have had the heads up to drop it.
Yes, and then, you know, if I believe he made a good play by catching it, but you're right, Owen. You know, do you not almost benefit from dropping it there if you're the receiver from Kossuth?
John, the Ripley offense in no hurry. If I don't know about you, but that tells me, all right, 3rd and 13, 2 heaves to the end zone.
And I no doubt does Johnson have the arm. I mean, I see him out in practice. He probably looks to heave one couple to the end zone, take a couple shots here.
And that's exactly what it was. He actually just signaled to his team just a kind of a heave, and now that one is incomplete by Brady Kelly. He was going to have enough to get him into a range where Johnson definitely could have thrown the end zone, but a drop. Just a lot of unforced mistakes by the Kossuth offense tonight.
Yeah, so 4th down. We'll see what the offense does. Let's see if the Tigers drop back, you know, 4 or 5 receivers at the goal line to prevent a long pass here. Definitely keep everything in front of you here if you're the Tiger defense.
And it does look like they're getting some guys to play back, and indeed they will. Maybe almost like a 3 or 4 DB high set here, and that's exactly what it is. So Kossuth gonna have a little bit of a rush to deal with. Throws it over the middle, and it is intercepted. Turner gonna have a bit of a momentum booster right before the half as Johnson throws an interception and ends the half for Ripley as they are roaring here on homecoming night. 14-0, they lead at the halftime break.
And we'll hear word. We'll come back with more from your TV19 football here on Channel 19, your home for Tippah County sports and your Ripley Tigers. Tigers lead 14-0 at the half. We'll hear word from our sponsors here on TV19 Sports.
Loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1703 City Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.oneffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. Primary Care Clinic of Ripley wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes. Good luck Aiden and the Ripley Tigers from Heavener Electric. Conley Heating and Air wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes.
Roberts Builders wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams this football season.
We have everything you need at the Old Red Cap building here at 830 City Avenue South, Ripley. Visit Old Red Cap, Buzz Convenience Store, both open at 10 a.m. 6 days a week. For lunch, come check out our newest addition, Bee's Kitchen. We are serving up classic burgers, sandwiches, and salads Monday through Thursday 10 to 2 and Friday 10 to 8. We serve all that plus Miss Shelley's famous fried catfish. Don't forget dinner and live music at Mojo's, open Thursday through Saturday nights at 5 p.m.
No matter how young you are, if you have loved ones, you need to think about how they would cope financially if anything happened to you. Trust me, there are benefits to getting life insurance when you're still young and healthy. Modern Woodmen can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
This is Stephen Eaton in the Bellhaven historic downtown Corinth. Call me at 287-0113.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Universal Drywall and owner Clay Hall wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes.
ADF Automotives wishes good luck to Charlie and the Ripley Tigers.
Amplify Cosmetics and Skincare is your local cosmetic studio go-to for all your makeup and skincare needs. Amplify carries a full line of high-quality professional products that will suit all ages and skin types. Don't have time to come to the studio in person? Check out our online store at amplifycosmetics.com. Convenience is key, so not only can your orders be shipped right to your house, but you can also choose local pickup and grab your order at your convenience 24/7. Founded by a local RHS graduate, Haley has been amplifying clients for over 15 years. Stop by the studio at 746 South Line Street in Ripley or visit our website for more info.
Accidents are catastrophic, what we consider a catastrophic accident. On a catastrophic injury, you're not going to be able to go back to work in a week. You're going to be out of work. You're going to be going to doctor's appointments. You're going to be trying to get back to normal. That's where we come into play. At Mama Justice, you don't just get a law firm, you get a family. We're going to make sure that we represent you and that you get exactly what the law says that you can get.
Owen?
CB&S Bank wishes good luck to Walnut, Faulkner, and Ripley
football
football teams this season. Come see them at 13331 Mississippi 15 in Ripley or at 28171 Mississippi 15 in Walnut. Farrow Ward Ford has been your local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet and specials every week at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin Smith specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business need. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, nonprofits, estates, and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting and tax needs.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of Tough, right, Chase?
Yep, that's right, Tony.
Welcome back to Ripley High School. Let's go over some halftime. Let's go over the first half. Man, what a half.
Yeah, no doubt about it, John. You know, if you're Ripley, those first 10 minutes of the game, you really just couldn't have been happier with how you played. I mean, you forced 2 3-and-outs in the opening possession by Kossuth. You run the ball effectively. You hit on a deep pass to Turner from Ty Long. Then you run one in a heavy set. It looks you're driving again, and it looks great. It looks like you're about to make it 21-0 early in the second. And then Aquan McDonald takes a hard hit. He fumbles the football, and from there, both teams just had a sloppy rest of the first half from that moment on. Both teams turned it over twice in the second quarter. Neither team could capitalize on the other team's turnovers. So you saw your first 2 scores within the first 10 minutes, and since then it's been 0-0 from the rest of the way on the other 14 minutes we're talking about.
Yeah, and Owen, you know, for the first time this year, you know, we saw Ripley's defense just a little bit on their heels. You know, from that Kossuth running game attack by Jack Johnson. Jack's done a good job, you know, making the Tiger defense stay honest. You know, so you know that's something that we have not seen this year. The Tigers a little bit on their heels as far as defense goes.
We talked about it before the game. Ripley came in only allowing 6 points on the year, 116 positive point margin. And they still earn the positive tonight. They've only increased that point margin. However, this game is far from over. And like you said, late in the second quarter, we saw the Kossuth offense have the Tiger defense on their heels a little bit. Johnson was able to scramble around, break the contain. Ripley had credit the front 4 and the front 7. they've done a fantastic job of getting pressure on Johnson all night long. But towards the end of the first half, it almost looked like you started to see a little bit of fatigue kick in. The Tiger offense not able to sustain a long drive, and those ends were crashing on Johnson, but they couldn't contain him to the outside, and it really allowed some lanes to open up for him. So if you're the coaching staff of Ripley, that's definitely what you're preaching. In the halftime break, you're saying, look, we have to find a way to contain Johnson's scrambles because, our defensive backs, they are playing incredible. I mean, they are not allowing anything really to open up. And the one time they did tonight, to my knowledge, Johnson wasn't able to hit it because of some pressure. He wasn't able to take the time to load up deep. So you've just got to find a way, whether it's a spy, whether you're, containing on the outside, not rushing your edges, but rather having them sit on the outside to contain him if he wants to jump out of the pocket. You've got to find a way to stop the scrambling ability of Jack Johnson.
Yeah, or maybe send blitzes from different areas. Make him not aware of where the blitz is coming from. So far, he's been to pick. That the offensive line has done a good job of picking up the blitzes for Kossuth, but as a coaching staff, here maybe we'll send a safety or we send a linebacker from a position that maybe they're not used to seeing, or like you talked about, even going with a spy or something like that. So the coaching staff there at Ripley's, they've got to be making some adjustments at the half to contain Johnson because so far he's been the offense for the Aggies.
Well, it's what excites you and what scares you about the second half because the defensive backs of Ripley have not given barely an inch to the receivers. But in the second quarter, like I said, Johnson was able to scramble around. Something's got to give at some point. You're going to either see Kossuth get some receivers open in the second half because Johnson is extending time, or you're going to see this team get completely shut down because the Ripley defense is going to come out with a purpose to not allow Johnson to bump one outside and scramble for a big gain. So really, this second half, I don't think it even necessarily depends so much on the Ripley offense because we know what they're capable of. It's really going to depend in the second half on which side of the football Kossuth offense or the Ripley defense comes out with a game plan, with adjustments in the second half to make the other team uncomfortable.
Yeah, and we've seen Ripley set back in that zone, and, Kossuth has had some receivers come open, and Johnson just not making the connection there. So we'll see if maybe Ripley adjusts to a man-to-man, if they continue to set back in that zone, but what we're going to do, we're going to hear another word from our sponsors. We got about 7 minutes to go with the half, 14-0, your Tigers lead here on RC TV 19, your home for TV 19.
Front end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services, LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services, LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
Ripley House of Flowers says good luck to Tippah County teams this football season. Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 924 City Avenue South in Ripley.
Good luck and do your best. D's Oil, 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1703 City Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.onefc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. Primary Care Clinic of Ripley wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes. Good luck Aiden and the Ripley Tigers from Heavener Electric. Conley Heating and Air wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes.
Roberts Builders wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams this football season.
We have everything you need at the Old Red Cap building here at 830 City Avenue South, Ripley. Visit Old Red Cap, Buzz Convenience Store, both open at 10 a.m. 6 days a week. For lunch, come check out our newest addition, Bee's Kitchen. We are serving up classic burgers, sandwiches, and salads Monday through Thursday 10 to 2 and Friday 10 to 8. We serve all that plus Miss Shelley's famous fried catfish. Don't forget dinner and live music at Mojo's, open Thursday through Saturday nights at 5 p.m.
No matter how young you are, if you have loved ones, you need to think about how they would cope financially if anything happened to you. Trust me, there are benefits to getting life insurance when you're still young and healthy. Modern Woodmen can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement.
This is Stephen Eaton in the Bellhaven historic downtown Corinth. Call me at 287-0113.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Universal Drywall and owner Clay Hall wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes.
ADF Automotives wishes good luck to Charlie and the Ripley Tigers.
Amplify Cosmetics and Skincare is your local cosmetic studio go-to for all your makeup and skincare needs. Amplify carries a full line of high-quality professional products that will suit all ages and skin types. Don't have time to come to the studio in person? Check out our online store at amplifycosmetics.com. Convenience is key, so not only can your orders be shipped right to your house, but you can also choose local pickup and grab your order at your convenience 24/7. Founded by a local RHS graduate, Haley has been amplifying clients for over 15 years. Stop by the studio at 746 South Line Street in Ripley or visit our website for more info.
Accidents are catastrophic, what we consider a catastrophic accident. On a catastrophic injury, you're not going to be able to go back to work in a week. You're going to be out of work. You're going to be going to doctor's appointments. You're going to be trying to get back to normal. That's where we come into play. At Mama Justice, you don't just get a law firm, you get a family. We're going to make sure that we represent you and that you get exactly what the law says that you can get.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Your Tigers leading 14-0. We're about 2 minutes before the game, the contest resumes. Owen, let's give a couple keys to the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously some of your keys are going to be, like we talked about, for Ripley, how can you contain the scrambling ability of Jack Johnson in the second half? And also, how can you get back to what made you successful in the first half, or the first quarter, rather, which was running strong and timely passing. But, you know, you're really going to hope to be able to do that in the second half, get back to what worked on offense, because in the second quarter, after the fumble by McDonald, you really just kind of, I don't want to say forgot what your offensive identity was, but you were just having trouble moving the football like you were in the first quarter, not running it as efficiently, you know, not hitting or missing, rather, on some big passes. And if you're Kossuth, you've got to find a way to finish off drives. They've had a couple of opportunities in the second quarter to punch it in and to cut this lead down from 14 to single digits, but they haven't been able to do that. So if you're an Aggie fan watching, you're hoping that Johnson can use that scrambling ability to have a busted play open up, something that gives you momentum on the offensive side to carry you to what would be a big comeback here on Ripley's homecoming night.
Yeah, you know, you're right, Owen, and I believe you're exactly right on your keys. You know, Ripley has to go back and establish their identity. Go back to playing good, hard-nosed offense, running the ball down the field, you know, doing what they do best and establishing that line of scrimmage. And for Kossuth, you got to look for the, you know, do they come out and put points on the board early? You know, I think if Kossuth wants to come back in this game, they're going to have to come back and put some sort of points on the game early, you know, to break this shutout.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Ripley's going to start with the football. And for Kossuth, this is the biggest possession of the game. Really, from now on, each possession is the biggest possession of the game, but especially this one, because you cannot allow a score if you're Kossuth here. You know, when you're already down 14 and you're still struggling to find a way to get into the end zone to score some points, you've got to find a way to. You really need a 3-and-out, obviously, if you're Kossuth. but just a stop by any means. And if you're Ripley, it's the same thing. You can't put this game out of reach, obviously, but you can sure put it where every single bit of momentum is on your side, and all it takes is you going about 75 yards and scoring a touchdown. So this first drive, you're really going to see the mental toughness of both these teams coming out of the halftime break.
Yeah, and I'm also interested to see what adjustments. We talked about adjustments before a break, but I'm interested to see what kind of adjustments both the Aggies and the Tigers make here, especially on the Tigers side of the ball. Do they, like we talked about, do they run a spy? Do they back off and play man-to-man? Do they set the defensive ends where they don't rush, where they're only getting pushed from the inside interior line? So, those adjustments are going to be big, and how the coaching staff address what goes on in halftime. Those can be big in the second half of the contest.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, John. I mean, you have just got to find a way to find what works for you and to succeed at it. I know that sounds very simple. I mean, but that's a lot of what high school football is knowing your identity and not getting away from it. So we know that Ripley's identity is running the football. So I think you're going to see this coaching staff come out with a game plan. You see a lot of times, you hear about it in, professional and college, and maybe you don't see it as much in high school, but a lot of times you're going to see these first drives coming out of the half, not necessarily scripted, but you've got some plays that you're like, all right, we want to do this, and if this works, we're going to go to this, and if this works, we're going to go to this. So you're going to see if this Ripley offense has a drive mindset here to open up the second half that focuses on hard-nosed running the football, winning at the point of attack, because the line of scrimmage really flipped. In the first quarter, you saw Ripley pretty clearly winning the line of scrimmage. Kossuth couldn't get anything done. They had 2 3-and-outs, and you ran the football down their throats. Second quarter, I would almost wager to say Kossuth won at the line of scrimmage, especially I think if you're going by Ripley standards, if you ask them, they would definitely say that Kossuth won the line of scrimmage in the second quarter because Ripley didn't perform the way I know that coaching staff and those players wanted to. So let's see what kind of mindset they come out, if they want to come out and run the football effectively early.
Yeah, you're right there. That key word, want to. Ripley's got to come out with that mindset. Hey, we're going to come out. We're going to do it. No ifs and buts about it. Like it or not, here we come. We're going to run that ball down the field, down your throat, get out of our way.
Yeah, and as we now are getting ready to break the warm-ups at each of the ends of the end zone, as Kossuth will come out and kick the football. And let me tell you this. With how the offense performed for Kossuth in the first half and how the offense performed for Ripley in the second quarter, or the lack of, don't be surprised if Kossuth gets a look they like on the kickoff. Don't be surprised if they kick one short and try to run after it. Try to get some momentum on the road.
And I think you're right. And I don't know about you, but I believe Ripley may have read our notes, and I believe they got the hands team out there on the front line, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah, you're not in the onside kick set here, obviously, but they are playing up. You see them moving up. They've got guys playing 10 yards and then 20 yards, and then your back guys at the 20-yard line. Usually they're setting up at the 10, but you're looking for a pooch kick, an onside, a squib. You're looking for, if you're Ripley, you're expecting Kossuth to try to do something here to get the football back.
Yeah, it looks like he's setting an angle kick it here. So.
And it does look like Kossuth is setting up for at least a pooch kick, if not an onside. And it is a little pooch kick to the wing at about the 35-yard line, and he's going to break a couple tackles, and he's got a little bit of room to run. So Ripley's hands team gets it done, and they have got excellent field position to start the opening drive of the second half at the Kossuth 45-yard line.
Good return there by Ja'Kai Holmes. Just a heady play there by the young man to pick up the ball, see his open lane, and run down the field for a nice first down. Give Ripley good field position starting out here in the second half. 14-0, 11:54. Went back to you, my friend, for the call.
Ripley gets ready to break their huddle as, like you said, it's a 14-0 lead for the Tigers here on homecoming night. Long will be under center. Heavy set, one receiver down at the bottom of your screen. Man comes in motion. It's going to be a toss out to Aquan McDonald. He's going to break a tackle, and now will be brought down at the 40-yard line by Jack Johnson. So a great open field tackle, but it is going to be a penalty flag. And from where that is, John, I think it's your classic case of holding and 10 yards back.
Yeah, and you saw Ripley come out there and just a wing tee, old-fashioned wing tee with 2 wings on your back, 2 wings in the back. Fullback is your dive back there, so just a old-fashioned. We haven't seen Ripley run a lot of that this year, so but that was a hold there by. I'm not sure who was going to be credited for that hold or discredited for that hold, I guess you'd say. But Owen, that's an interesting. We talked about the run game. There's an interesting little wrinkle.
When you come out in the wing tee, and again they're in that set, that, like we said, Ripley has come out with the mindset we're going to run the football and we're going to do it effectively. As here's a dive play up the middle to the fullback, and maybe 3 yards on the carry, as he'll be brought down by a host of Aggies.
Yeah, it looked like maybe there been a little pushing and shoving there by both teams there.
That was Demarion Williams. I believe that's the first carry he's had tonight.
Brings up second down for the Tigers.
Second, and how far there, Owen?
It looks like we're going to spot that one about second and 21, second and 22. The holding was a spot foul, so it went 10 yards back from the spot rather than the line of scrimmage. So that's why you were looking at, even after a 3-yard gain, Ripley still has more than 20 yards to go. Back in the wing tee, man in motion. Play action pass. They're going to throw it deep. And Turner beat his man and just a bit over the head of Michael Turner. He had a big gainer and possibly 6 if he could have fit that one in down the sideline.
Yeah, just a little bit long on the pass there by Ty Long. Ty just led his man just a bit.
And as a junior quarterback, that's when Long is kicking himself forward because that's the throw he expects to make down the sideline. And Turner beat his man, clearly. I mean, that was one that if you put it over the shoulder, he's running in for 6. But instead, Ripley will hope to replicate something of the sort. They're going to come out in a spread formation. 2 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. I would expect them to throw the football here maybe. Martin in motion. And Long will look to throw. Scrambles out right. And he's going to be brought down for a sack. That's a big-time play by the blitzing DB of Kossuth. That was number 20 who made the sack. That's Damian Baker.
Yeah, Baker with a good play there by for a big loss. That puts the Tigers again way behind the sticks here. That country mile you said, and so that's the first time we've seen. We talk about a lot of first tonight, but that is the first time we've seen Long get sacked on the year, I believe.
So in this chess match of the second half, it's Corinth who strikes the first blow.
Kossuth.
Yes, the Corinth. I'm thinking about their opponent last week. My apologies. Kossuth will line up to receive it as McDonald will punt it away. That one a high end-over-end kick. It's not going to allow for a return. Bounces sideways and maybe just a bit back. So not a bad punt by McDonald as all as Kossuth is going to have it at their own 30-yard line. And we're going to take a timeout to hear word from our sponsors. 9:49 remaining in the third. Ripley still leads Kossuth.
CB&S Bank wishes good luck to Walnut, Faulkner, and Ripley football teams this season. Come see them at 13331 Mississippi 15 in Ripley or at 28171 Mississippi 15 in Walnut. Pharaoh Ward Ford.
Action would come over and back to you, my friend.
It's 1st and 10. 30-yard line. Johnson hands off up the middle and a gain of about 5 or 6. And Kossuth was the team getting the push there. Most of the night it's been Ripley getting those pushes on runs up the middle, but this time it's the Aggies who do so.
That's going to be number 5 on the game for.
That's Brady Kelly. We've called his name a few times. He's been the primary back for Kossuth tonight. And a nice 7-yard gain there to set up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, as an offensive, unit, you'll take 2nd and 3 all day long.
Here we go, 2nd and 3 from about the 37-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 wide receivers up at the top, 1 at the bottom. Sends Kelly out in motion. It's a direct snap for Johnson, and here he goes. 1st down run and more. He's going to bounce to the outside, and he'll finally be brought down, but not before he gets across and into Ripley field territory, as it's going to be a 1st down for Kossuth.
Yeah, and you see there, Ripley had men in the backfield, but they just failed to break down on Johnson. Johnson did a good job bouncing that to the outside, and a nice 1st down game for the Aggies.
It's going to be at the 47-yard line of Ripley. And we talked about finding a way to contain Johnson on those design runs and scrambles. And first one of the second half, the Ripley front seven was not able to do it. Shotgun set yet again. Johnson hands off to Kelly on a sweep to the outside this time. He's got a few yards to go, and he will be pushed out at what looks to be around the 43-yard line. If so, there's going to be a gain of about 4.
Yeah, gain of a short 4 there for the Aggies. Just a little handoff around the left side there. Nothing fancy for the Aggies so far this second half. They've decided they're going to buck up and say, here comes the ball and get out of our way, you know?
Well, if you're the Ripley coaching staff and the Ripley defense, you obviously have to look, to stop the run, but you also got to make sure that maybe they don't hit you with an RPO where Johnson rolls out and the receiver gets behind you. You've got to respect the pass still. High snap, Johnson picks it up, and now he's got to go down, and that is a huge mistake by Kossuth.
Yeah, just a miscommunication. I don't know, maybe a miscommunication. Bad snap there, bad center, quarterback exchange there, brings a loss for the Aggies.
So all of a sudden, Kossuth was moving the ball pretty well, and now you've got 3rd and 15.
Let's see if the Aggies stretch the field here.
It's going to be 3rd down and 16. Johnson, shotgun set, trips, set for your receivers at the bottom of your screen. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, now steps to his left, throws over the top, and is intercepted. Aquan McDonald is the one who brings it in, and he is brought down right around midfield.
And that was a good defensive play by Aquan McDonald. McDonald covered his receiver, set back, read the pass, read the quarterback's eyes, stepped from the pass, and made a great interception for the Ripley Tigers. Ripley takes over 14-0, 7:40 left to go, third quarter. Ripley on top. Owen, back to you for the call.
Yeah, 3rd turnover of the night for Jack Johnson, and that is a big one there. As you were expecting maybe to not get the first down to punt it away, but instead of pinning Ripley deep where their offense has struggled since the first quarter, now you're giving it to them right around midfield. Pistol set, Long takes it, hands off to Strong. Strong bounces to the outside. Now he'll do a little bit of a cut and jumps back outside again. Finally brought down, tackled by number 9 of Kossuth, but not before an 8-yard gain by Keegan Strong. So 2nd down and 2 coming up, 7:18 remaining in the third quarter. Ripley with a big opportunity here to strike a blow that would just suck the life out of the Kossuth sideline. 2 wide receivers to the top and the bottom yet again. Pistol set, handoff, no, it's play action. Thrown out on a swing to Martin, and that's going to be a forward pass, not a lateral, so it's going to be ruled incomplete.
And Owen, we have our camera feed is messed up. See if you can get Joey to adjust the back of the camera there. We've lost a little bit. Our camera froze.
Well, while we're working on our camera feed, we will still have audio for you. 3rd down and 2. From the 43 of Kossuth. Pistol set yet again. Long, hands off to Strong. Strong's got a first down and more. He splits up the middle of the field, takes a hit, and is down inside the 30-yard line to the 26. And Strong's going to be slow to get up. I think he might have taken a helmet to the shin as the Ripley defender went low to try to make the tackle. So hopefully Strong's all right while he is checked on in the field. We're going to take a timeout. 6:52 remaining in the third, 14-0. Ripley leads Kossuth.
Local source for cars, trucks, and SUVs since 1952. They wish good luck to all our Tippah County teams in the 2022 football season. Stop by and see them in Ripley or call at 662-837-3001. Fiesta Grill sends their best wishes for a great football season for all Tippah County athletes. Check out their buffet and specials every week at 1709 City Avenue North in Ripley.
Since their beginnings in 1935, Ripley Insurance Agency has become a leader in providing quality protection for thousands of individuals and families throughout our region. Their basic belief in providing only the best in coverage and personal service is just one of the many reasons why today, more than ever, people are moving up to the difference of quality insurance protection Ripley Insurance Agency can uniquely provide. At Ripley Insurance, they can assist you with all types of insurance quotes. We take the time to analyze each customer's needs and develop a plan to fit your own specific.
Up the middle in the heavy set. Demarion Williams takes it. Maybe a gain of 2.
Number 32, Demarion Williams.
You're getting close to the territory. Will hand it off to McDonald. McDonald bounces it up inside, breaks a couple tackles, and Kossuth gunning for the football as they look to strip it out. McDonald does a great job of keeping his hands on it. Gain of, I believe, no yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 now.
And Owen, we are back up with our camera feed. We do apologize for the technical difficulties there. Not sure what happened, but we are back here 14-0, 5:40 and running. 3rd quarter, your Tigers lead 14-0. Owen, what's the Tigers drawing up here?
I would think they're going to throw the football here. John, you've ran it well this drive so far, but, see if Long can't find one maybe on play action here with McDonald slipping out. And instead it's going to be a little bit of a counter play, and it is going to be enough for 1st down yardage, I believe. We'll see. It's going to be right at the marker, but I do believe they're going to move them forward.
Yeah, and that's the situation where, it's going to be plenty enough for the 1st down, and that's going to be a 1st down, Tigers.
That was Jalen Brooks on the carry, on the counter, and that's a great call by the Ripley coaching staff. You want to run the football, but you also know that they've been stuffing it, so why not try to throw a little bit of a misdirection, make the defense shift right, and then come back left in the full house set.
Just the old counter trap there run by the Ripley Tigers. Full house set. That's going to be a wishbone set.
Long under center again. Full backhand. No, he's going to keep it. And Long breaks out of a tackle. He's going to head towards the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So a play that looked DOA. Long is able to break a tackle after he pulls it and get about 5 yards.
Yeah, good play. Good heads-up play there by Ty Long. Ty looked to be, you're right, Owen, sacked for a loss, and then pulls it and makes a nice gain there for the Tigers. Brings up a short 2nd down.
2nd and 4 from about the 9-yard line. Again, you're in the wishbone set. 2 backs, 1 fullback. Now a counter play again. That one, I believe that was Keegan Strong on the carry. He gets maybe about 2 yards. Going to set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, then that was a good play by the Kossuth defense there. Looks like that may have been a run there, and it's going to bring up 2nd and about 1 yard left. 9 on the 9-yard line for the Tigers.
So as Ripley gets the call, big 3rd down here. The chains signal about 3rd and 2. Ripley looking to punch it in for 6, but regardless, you just got to make sure to take care of the football. Again, wishbone set. And it's going to be a handoff to the fullback, Demarion Williams, and I believe he got enough for the 1st.
Yes, and that's going to bring up a 1st and goal. Demarion Williams with a nice gain there for the Tigers. Nice push on the interior by the offensive line of the Tigers.
Well, Long was excited. He kind of knew that it opened up. He was pumping his fist, excited. Not even for a touchdown, but a 1st down because he knew how big that one was. And again, 3rd and 2. wishbone set, you hand it off to your fullback on the dive, you're just saying, all right, my guys are better than your guys. They're stronger up front. And Ripley proved it there. 1st and goal, 5-yard line, long under center. He will hand off again to Demarion Williams, and I think the ball is on the ground maybe. Oh, goodness, this could be bad if it is Kossuth football. Let's see what the officials are going to rule. They're signaling that Kossuth has it. Let's see if they're going to rule a fumble. And they are. Oh, my goodness. That is a heartbreaking fumble for Demarion Williams and the Ripley Tigers.
Well, it looks like maybe it was a miscommunication there between Williams and Long. Looks like Long was maybe going to pull that and run a little, maybe naked bootleg there almost.
Yeah, and that's the great and the horrible thing about running the option. It opens up so many possibilities. It allows you to really put the defense on its heels and you get to attack where. But the bad part about it is obviously when things like that happen, when, Williams sees a hole in front of him, he says, all right, this is mine. And then Long sees a hole on the outside and he sees a DN crashing in. He says, all right, it's mine. And that's where you see miscommunication and a huge turnover as it's still now only a 2-score game. Johnson runs up the middle and he's got a big gain. Oh, goodness, he's going to go. He's got maybe one man to beat. Johnson still running to the 45, to the 40. He is going to finally be pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So just disastrous for the Ripley Tigers as they were looking to punch it in for 6. All of a sudden, a run of about 60 yards for Jack Johnson is going to have Kossuth right back on the Ripley side of the field.
Yeah, and that was just Tigers just did not contain there. What I mean by contain is almost like on the kickoffs. You have to contain the quarterback there. You have to, make sure the quarterback is not accountable there for a big gain.
Johnson has been a stud tonight, well over 100 yards rushing for the senior quarterback. Puts a man in motion, and a high snap. That one's behind Johnson. He's going to have to just fall down on it. So Ripley, right after giving up a monster rush, gets a big break, and it's going to push the Aggies back at least 20 yards, if not more.
Yeah, for Ripley, that's a great break, but for the Aggies, you got to be, oh my. What just happened? Here we go gaining huge yards, and now we shoot ourselves in the foot, and and you see Jack Johnson there. I don't know if the camera can get that, but he's, hey guys, let's get over that. That's a good senior leadership. We're going to have a heat timeout. It looks like so we're here from our TV19 sponsors. Come back with more here on TV19 Sports, your home for Tippah County football and TV19.
Situation. Give them a call today at 662-837-8874 to discuss your options for your current insurance needs. Eaton Babin Smith are proud supporters of Tippah County sports. Eaton Babin Smith CPAs and advisors have offices in Ripley, New Albany, and Tupelo. Eaton Babin Smith specializes in small business financial services from bookkeeping and QuickBooks assistance to payroll services and tax filings. They have solutions for almost every small business need. They have vast experience in the preparation of financial statements and in the preparation of all types of tax returns for individuals, small business, non-profits, estates, and trusts. They also can provide business valuation services. Call them at one of their 3 offices and let them help you with your accounting and tax needs.
Owen, what does Ripley Tiger defense do here?
I mean, you really just have to find a way to not allow Johnson to break contain like he has so many times tonight. We've mentioned it just so many times. And really, if you're the Ripley defense here, it's crazy to say it because it's usually not the case with a senior quarterback, but you're daring Kossuth to beat you throwing the football deep here. And they have not connected on a deep pass tonight. So, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you keep a bunch of guys in the box and you say, look, we're not going to allow you to run the football any longer. Now we're going to have a Kossuth timeout, and that has the Aggie coaching staff fuming after a heat timeout, after a free timeout. You got to waste one because you don't know what your offensive set is.
Yeah, and if you can see the Kossuth coach there was like, what in the world are you doing, guys? Here we come out, got a little bit of momentum on our side. The snapper there did hurt them, but they did have a little momentum on the side. And that almost takes the wind out of your sails there, does it not, Owen?
Yeah, you talk about a team that had swung the entire momentum in their favor, I think. You know, all of a sudden, you went from Ripley having a chance to score a touchdown to put it up 3 scores to then you force a fumble, you have a 60-plus yard run by your quarterback, and all of a sudden it's looking like, man, we're about to score, make this a one possession game, and we've got all the momentum. And then you have the high snap, and like you said, that burns a little bit of momentum, but it's like, all right, you know, we can recover. We just need a nice play here to make it third manageable, and then you have to burn a timeout. So all of a sudden, Ripley has been gifted 2 plays that have flipped the momentum back to about even. Johnson under center, and a blown up in the backfield. My goodness, that was number 51 for the Tigers. Charlie Coombs making a monster stop.
I mean, he was almost there when the ball was handed off. Charlie just shot the gap there, made a great play, met the running back in the backfield for about 2-yard loss there.
You talking about emphatic statements. That is a statement play late in this game by the Ripley defensive line. They said, look, you know, we've been giving you far too much. This is our time to take the game back over. And Coombs just made a big play. As now all of a sudden Kossuth is in a position they found themselves in maybe 2 other times tonight where it's third and what do you do? Johnson will pitch out in an option to Kelly, and there's nothing going. Again,
and that's going to be another loss on the play.
My goodness, that was number 21 on the stop, Cooper Davis.
And number 9, who's number 9 for the Tigers?
That was number 9. That was Keegan Collier. And Collier, I believe, didn't play that opening game against Byhalia, and he just made a big play there too.
Yeah, remember he had a little knee problem, I believe it was. But you know, there he makes a big play coming across. Looks like, you know, it was recovered well.
No doubt about it. You didn't allow contain to break, and Kossuth is forced to punt it deep. Martin back to receive it, and I think Ripley jumped a little bit early, but they got away with one. Martin going to receive it, going to his left. Now we'll cut it back right side. Martin's got a little bit of room to run, and now we get a flag.
That's going to be a block in the back.
2 flags.
Yeah, that is going to be a block in the back for the Tigers, I do believe. Just did not have good position on block to the young man for Ripley.
Let's see if it's two penalties, or rather just 2 officials calling the same one. I would believe regardless, both are going to be against the receiving team and the Tigers.
Yeah, we'll see what the man in the white hat says.
56 seconds remaining in the third, so Ripley will most likely run it down to the 4th on the first couple of plays of this drive. It is going to be a block in the back, and obviously that will be accepted by the Aggies. So Ripley is going to be backed up inside their own territory, and it will be to about the 21-yard line. So obviously hurts. You were going to have it about the 30, 35-yard line, but now it's backed up to the 20.
Yep, and so it looks like Ripley going to come out in that full house backfield, wishbone backfield.
Ripley will have Long with it under center. Counter play again, and runner will be taken down after maybe a gain of 1. Not much going, and looks like we might have a little bit of extracurricular activity towards the Kossuth sideline. That one was broken up pretty quick, but there is going to be a flag out of it.
And you know, we didn't talk about this beforehand, but this is an old school rivalry game. You know, it wasn't just a few years ago that Ripley and Kossuth were in the same division. You know, so, you know, small habits are dying hard, you know.
No, you're exactly right, John. And whichever side this is on, you're in a critical part of the ballgame where you can't allow that to happen. So
right.
Let's see. It's a personal foul, and it is going to be against Ripley. And that, like I said, you cannot allow that to happen if you're this experienced Ripley squad. Already backed up a little bit close to your own end zone, not too bad, but now you're backed up to your own 10-yard line, and that's just quite frankly, just to say it honest, it's a stupid mistake.
Yeah, and you know we hate to call it that, but you're right, Owen. That's just a mistake they did not need to make there. You know, yes, you block, you play the play out, but you let things be.
Long under center, 1st and 20 now, as it'll be taken up the middle, and he will be brought down by the end of his jersey. I believe that was Aquan McDonald on the carry, and he had a nice little hole at the middle, but the Kossuth defense did a great job of closing the gap quickly.
Yeah, it closed. The hole was open, but it did close quickly there, as I believe it was a linebacker for Kossuth making the tackle.
And I said 1st and 20. I apologize. It was actually 2nd and 20 because it was a a dead ball foul, so the down did count. So 3rd and 20. This one's going to roll down to the end of the third quarter. Ripley leading 14-0 here as we move to the fourth quarter, looking to secure a win over, like John said, an old school rival and the Kossuth Aggies here on the Tigers' homecoming night, just 12 minutes away. We'll see if they can top it off with a victory tonight on this rainy Friday night. We bring you back in just a couple of minutes after a word from our sponsors for the final quarter of action right here on RC TV 19. Your home for Tippah County football.
Great athletes, great teams, great schools. Good luck from Norris Howell, 107 Dumas Road.
Angel Davis and the staff at Silly Sisters wishes Tippah County football teams a winning season. Go check them out for all your gift and monogramming needs at 1326 City Avenue North in Ripley.
We have everything you need. Food Giant, City Avenue North, Ripley.
Shop Easy Supermarket in Walnut wishes good luck to the Walnut Wildcats, the Collegiate Warriors, the Faulkner Eagles, and the Ripley Tigers this football season.
Owen, we're back on here on TV 19. What does the Tiger do? What does the Tiger offense do here? Do they stay on the ground, try to gain minimal yards, punt the ball, let their defense go back to work?
Yeah, I think that's exactly got to be the plan here, John. You don't want to risk a turnover deep in your own territory, especially up 2 scores with how your defense is played. So you're just going to hand it off here, hope for a big game, but if nothing else, you're just going to punt. But you might not have to as he stays on his feet. He's got the first down and more. He breaks a couple more tackles. 45, 35, 30, 25, 20. Take that man to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice blocking up front by the offensive line. Got to give credit where credit's due. The offensive line did a wonderful job there opening up the hole, and he goes to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Jalen Brooks with an 85-yard touchdown run. My goodness, what a play. As all of a sudden, like we said, that swings the momentum right back in the favor of Ripley big time as you go from looking to punt it maybe out of your own end zone to now you're up by hopefully 21 after Lopez kicks the extra point. It is down, it is up, and it is true. Ripley 21-0 on the opening play of the fourth quarter. We bring you back in 1 minute on RCTV 19 after a word from our.
Both Eagles and Tigers run with the big dogs. Good luck from Big M Diesel Express. Wishing the best to all our students and athletes. Here at Tippah County Hospital, we are more than just a healthcare facility. Your symbol of excellence is here. Tippah County Hospital, Ripley.
Mi Pueblo in Ripley wishes good luck to all of our local teams and athletes this football season. Go see them at 925 City Avenue South in Ripley and check out their new outdoor patio.
Come visit Lois and Kevin at McNeil Agency, 2009 Highway 15 North, Ripley.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account.
Back to action, Owen. What a play by the Ripley offense there.
Jalen Brooks just made the play of the game so far as now Ripley leads at 21-0 and Kossuth is running out of time. They will return it, a decent return out to about the 32-yard line.
And who was that on the tackle? But the man himself, number 11, Jalen Brooks.
You got to love high school football. There's just nothing like it. You know, we love college, we love professional, but when you see a man make an 85-yard touchdown run that quite possibly could be the nail in the coffin if Ripley's able to get another stop or two, and then you see him come out on kickoff duty and make a big tackle in the middle of the field, you just love it. There's nothing like high school football.
Yeah, you got to be right. And by the way, if you were aware, this was the WTVA game of the week, so big implications here in Tippah County tonight with the Alcorn Tippah County rival.
No doubt about it. This was a big game, and Ripley is now just 11 and a half minutes away from winning this one, and I don't think they're going to get the snap off. They did, in fact, get it 1st and 10. Johnson will scramble outright, going to break a tackle, maybe 2, and he stiff arms the man. Jack Johnson has been strong with a stiff arm tonight.
Yeah, and that's something the Tigers have not experienced this year. As a running quarterback, that in the caliber of Jack Johnson, just a tremendous athlete back there, quarterback. You're not afraid to stick his head in there and run the ball get out of my way type runner,
And that's exactly, if you're the Ripley defense, that's what you didn't want to happen coming off that big touchdown run by Brooks. Your defense giving up a big play, but all of a sudden Ripley still has plenty of time in this one. I mean, you're only at the 11:25 mark, and Johnson just had another big scramble, and all of a sudden they're right near midfield with a chance to possibly put the heat on the Ripley defense again. Johnson going to throw a little bit of an out route to Eaton. That's been his main man tonight. He gets about a gain of 2 yards right to midfield. 2nd down and 8 upcoming.
Ran out by number 44. The Tigers there. For the Tigers, number 44 is going to be Jabez Johnson on a nice run out of bounds there on Eaton, who has been the main target for Johnson tonight. You're right, Owen.
2nd down and 8 upcoming for Kossuth. Let's see what they come out in as the offense gets set. Shotgun set yet again. Trip set, bunched up to the short side of the field. That's when you like to see some routes that try to confuse some man coverage. They're going to throw one deep up to his man, incomplete. That was number 11. Listed as both Hunter Bright and Reed Coward in my roster. So I'm going to call out both names for the Kossuth faithful who might be watching just to make sure I get the name right. But yeah, Johnson felt the heat there, just threw it up to a man that he liked in a one-on-one matchup. Hope he could bring it down, but just a bit too short for him.
And he was very lucky that ball was not intercepted there by number 6. Chad Martin there, C.J. Martin. Martin wanted good coverage there, and he like you said, just bit underthrown was the ball.
3rd and 1. Johnson steps back. Now looks, goes through his options, isn't finding anything he likes. So now he'll just have to run this one out of bounds after a gain of about 2 yards. And it's going to leave an interesting decision for Kossuth. They're going to have it at the Ripley 48, 4th and about 6. John, what's your call here if you're an Aggie?
Well, you almost hate to take the ball out of Johnson's hand here. He has been the man so far tonight for the Aggies. And you kind of, if you're watching there, you did see a little frustration. The coach wanted to take the ball out of his hand, but it looks like he's going to leave Johnson there. Johnson has been a war of attrition. If you see his jersey, not a dry spot on Johnson's jersey, and he credited that to the Ripley defense as well.
4th and 6, folks. This could possibly be the game. Johnson steps back, lost the football, and will now throw it. He finds a man over the middle for a 1st down. That was an unbelievable play. Johnson, for the 2nd time tonight, had the ball slip out of his hands as he looked to throw. This time he's able to pick it back up and slings it over the middle to his receiver for a 1st down.
And kind of ironically, the Kossuth band across the way plays the ESPN theme as that goes. But that was a very good play by
That's possibly a game-saving play for Kossuth as they now have a 1st down inside the 40-yard line of Ripley. Again, a shotgun set. 2 wide receivers out to the left side. 1 up top, tight end in the set on the right side of the line. And now another fumble of the football. Johnson's going to pick it up, and he breaks a couple of tackles. And, man, if I had to nominate a player for a Warrior Award, it might be Jack Johnson. He is, as we've got a little bit of an extracurricular activity, it looks like no flag comes out of that. But, man, Johnson, I know obviously we're at Ripley Station, but you've got to give Jack Johnson all the credit in the world for how he's fought through tackles tonight.
Yeah, he has definitely been the man for Kossuth tonight. He's played as a senior should. He has done and had the senior leadership that Kossuth has so needed tonight. And that's something that you cannot down the road that will pay off for Kossuth and how well of a senior leader Jack Johnson is.
2nd down and 4. Johnson looked to hand it off up the middle to Kelly, but that one is going to be blown dead. And I believe it's going to be a false start. Yes, it is. So it's going to back it up to about 2nd down and 9. 9:01 remaining here in the ball game. 21-0 Ripley trying to hold on here for the victory. And, John, you're getting about to that point where there's still plenty of time, but if Ripley can get a stop here without allowing Kossuth to score, you have to feel pretty good about where you're at.
Yeah, Ripley defense here, you know, the mindset is you keep Kossuth to 3 points. You know, you don't want them to score a touchdown here. If they get 3 here, we're okay with that. You know, that's the, you know, you got to be in the mindset here. Keep them out of the end zone. 3 points is okay, but our ultimate goal is to pitch a shutout.
2nd and 9. Johnson takes the snap in the shotgun set, play action. And he's going to throw one deep and nearly intercepted by C.J. Martin. Laid out for it. Great effort, but just a bit out of his reach.
Yeah, Martin there just short of the interception there. Great play by C.J. Martin to lay out on the play. Goes all out there, does the defender for Ripley, and that's what you like to see from a cornerback there, from that safety, you know, going all out to make that interception.
Martin has been tasked with guarding really best on best tonight, and he has done well against this Kossuth offense that has aired it out a lot ever since their first couple of drives.
Yeah, Kossuth, you know, does have the height advantage, I will say, on the outside.
3rd and 9. Johnson lost the football yet again, and he did get back on this one, but is going to be 4th down. That is the 3rd time tonight that Johnson has had it slip out of his hands. And again, that web ball has just been an issue for the Kossuth offense wanting to throw it.
And Keegan Collier there that time makes a good play there, makes Johnson pay for the slip up of the ball there.
And it looks like Kossuth is going to elect to punt. You're running out of time, but you've got to really hope that you can pin Ripley deep and hope for possibly a turnover.
Well, and Ripley has to stay at home here. I mean, you look who is the up back here. I mean, I'm not calling it, but look who is the up back here.
Martin is deep. Under 8 minutes to go, 21-0 still. And a delay of game is going to be called, they're going to say they reset the play clock. They're going to say that it was not properly reset after the 3rd down play, so no delay of game.
And if you pay attention to what Ripley's doing, Ripley here is not putting anyone back to receive. They do see that Jack Johnson is in there at an up back, so we'll see what Tiger does.
And Ripley has no man back. They're going to play it safe as they will kick it deep, and it's going to roll and roll and roll. And are they going to be able to down that one? They will. Wow, that one downed itself right inside the 5-yard line at about the 2. So 7:38 remaining in the ball game. Ripley has a chance to put it away on this drive. We'll see if they can do it. 30 seconds, and we're back here on RCTV 19.
Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Mahindra's the official tractor of tough, right, Chase?
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front-end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony.
Back to we come. Ty Long gets out of the contain.
Long just had a beautiful play. It was just going to be a simple sneak up the middle to get yourself out of your own territory, but instead he's able to bump it outside before they blow it dead and gets a huge run. And, man, that's got to be heartbreaking for the Kossuth defense.
Well, you know, for the first time tonight, we see Kossuth failing to maintain contain. You know, we've talked about all night long. Ripley has to maintain contain. Kossuth is just not staying home there. Lets Ty Long get outside for a huge gain, and that's a big one there for the Tigers.
7:15 remaining in the 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10, pistol set for Ty Long. Snap taken, hands it off up the middle to Keegan Strong. He's going to get about 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down in the middle of the field. It's going to take it to 2nd and 5. Tackle made by a host of Aggies there.
Well, let's see if the Tigers lean on that run game here to drain the clock down. 4th quarter, 6:50 and running here. 21-0 Tigers lead here on homecoming. Would be a big win for the Tigers going on the road next week, I do believe.
Like you said, burning the clock. look at the difference in how Ripley's getting huddled. You know, earlier in the game, Long's been running in the play call, running out to get the play call. This time he just walks it in, takes his time. Guys taking the time to get set. You're wanting to burn all the clock you can, regardless of if you score here or not. And this is that junior leadership. You know, Long really stepping into that role in his third season. Strong bounces one outside, and he has a couple players to meet him, but instead he's going to cut it back up and has another first down for Ripley. And, John, you got to think 1 or 2 more first downs, and this one's about as good as over.
Yeah, nice vision there by Keegan Strong. He was hit there close for a negative loss. Could have been lost on play, but his head kept his head about him and ran for a first down run.
And we are going to have a heat timeout with 6:13 remaining. 1st and 10.
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the GOAT.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart-Haas Racing.
Come on, Tony, put me down.
Good luck to our teams from Rebel Services, LLC, specializing in aviation services. 512-0219. Rebel Services, LLC, 5901 Highway 4 West, Ripley.
Ward Engineering, providing engineering and surveying services throughout North Mississippi, proudly supports all Tippah County sports and athletes. Good luck this season from Ward Engineering.
Ripley House of Flowers.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. 21-0. Your Tigers ahead of the Kossuth Aggies here on homecoming. Owen, back to you, my friend.
6:11 remaining here in the fourth quarter and ticking. 1st and 10. Ripley will snap the football. Long going to take a direct snap, and he cuts it up the middle. Now back out to the middle as he cut it left and then back middle, and another first down. Ty Long has really been the man that looks to put it away. And John, as a coaching staff, that's what you want out of your junior quarterback. You want to see him have that killer mentality. And that's exactly what Ty Long's had here.
Yeah, Ty making a good decision there to slide after getting a nice first down game for the Tigers. You know, Tigers here look to drain the clock with about 5:40 running here in the fourth quarter, and looks to lean on the leadership of that junior Ty Long.
Kossuth, if you're going to find a way to somehow give yourself a chance, you got to have a turnover. That sideline just looks down. There's no other way to put it. Pistol set. Handoff up the middle to Keegan Strong. He's going to get about 4 yards before he's tripped up by one of the D tackles in the middle of the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
And I know we've mentioned this late, but don't forget, go out and vote for our, make a mention of our player of the game. I've got a pretty good favorite right now. I don't know about you, Owen, but I've got a pretty good favorite for my player of the game tonight, or players of the game for the Ripley Tigers.
I've got one in mind, but like we've said both weeks of our broadcast, it's going to be up to you, our viewers, and obviously want to take that opportunity to thank you all for watching. 3rd week we've been doing this, and man, it gets more fun and more fun each week. We're glad to have you with us on RCTV 19. Pistol set, 2nd and 5 from the 34, and it's going to be handed off to Strong, and Strong's going to be brought down in the backfield. Obviously, you don't like the loss, but the main important thing is you hold on to the football.
Right, and that was a good, I believe Kossuth had a run blitz call there. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, bring Strong down for a loss.
John, do you even think about putting it in the air here?
It's going to be something short if you do. If it's something just a little hitch to the sideline, maybe a little post route. But I don't know that I do, Owen. You're exactly right. You almost hate to.
Exactly. I think you're not risking throwing a pick six or anything like that. So I would be very surprised if it's not Long or Strong to keep it. But it is going to be. They're going to put the ball in Long's hands. He's going to throw it deep. Jump ball, and nearly brought down by Michael Turner. He did a great job of high pointing the football, but I think it just slipped right through his hands.
And that was, sure as we said, we brought the curse on the chef there. We said take it to the air, but the Tigers do and turn it over on downs. But in that situation, if the ball was intercepted right there, it's as good as a punt.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And it does, speaking of, look like the punting unit is going to come out. Actually, No, it's going to be an offensive set, actually, on 4th and about 9. Ripley's looking to put this football game away without giving the ball back.
Looks like Tigers will.
Wow, when have you seen that one, John? A pitch to Freddie Lopez when he punts it away. My goodness, I don't think I've seen that kind of call in quite a while.
That was an interesting call there by the Tigers. Neat little play there. That's a wrinkle.
Worked to perfection as well as the ball was down inside the 10-yard line at about the 8. So, man, that's perfection, and that's hey, you got to be innovative, and that's exactly what the Ripley coaching staff did there.
You know, and Lopez there, the old golfing term, just hit a perfect little pitching wedge down right inside the 8-yard line and does a wonderful job. The ball just basically stops on a dime.
Well, you're seeing in the game of football, especially at the college and high school level, the rugby-style punt becoming more and more popular where you get your punter on the move and let him just kind of do, like you said, kind of like a pitching wedge almost. You're not looking for distance. You're looking to allow your team to set up a return and, to set up great defense on the return, and that's exactly what Ripley is able to do is they down the football inside the 10. Run up the middle is going to go for about 5, and it looks like we have an injured Tiger with 3:28 left in the ball game. Ripley leads 21-0, and that is going to be number 54 for Ripley that is hopping off the field. That's Charles Christmas.
Charles Christmas, who has had an excellent game. I have not called his number much, but, man, he has been a force to be reckoned with on that interior line for the Tigers tonight.
You know, it's funny you bring that up, John. You know, if you look at a stat sheet or you watch it, you hear somebody calling out names, you don't hear D tackles names called out a ton, and it might seem like, wow, these guys aren't making an impact. A lot of times, if they're not being called, it can mean that they're not making an impact, but in the case of this D-line tonight, it means they are because it means they're not wanting to run the football at those guys. They're wanting to try to avoid the interior of that line as Kossuth will run it into the middle, and just like it has been a lot of times tonight, not much there. Gain of maybe 2 yards as we're down to a little over 3 minutes on the clock remaining, and John, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I feel like Ripley is going to move to 3-0 here on homecoming night.
Yeah, just something miraculous will have to happen for Kossuth, I believe, if they do come back in this contest. Ripley up 21-0, 2:52 and running here at Tiger Stadium, and Owen, it's just. I'm more leaning strongly to my players of the game for Ripley so far.
Yeah, and if that is the case, Ripley moves to 3-0. They're going to take that perfect record on the road next week as they face off against Senatobia, but not before making maybe one more statement on the defensive side of the football as they stuff Kelly for a loss. Caller, McDonald, a couple of the names in on the loss, Martin as well, and Cooper Davis. Why not call out all 4 guys that were there?
Yeah, and, not foreshadowing to be anyways, but, last year Senatobia came in here as a really unknown and really put a thumping on the Tigers. Senatobia played well into the 4A playoffs, so the Tigers go on the road next week with some revenge on their mind.
No doubt about it, and they will take a perfect record with them as Kossuth punts this one away. Again, Ripley has no return man back, and a beautiful roll for the Kossuth punter. It's going to be down at the 48-yard line, but we're at a point where field position don't matter much anymore. So, John, as we get ready to end this one off, let's take one more break in regulation. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the finale as Ripley is about to move to 3-0 on homecoming night on RCTV 19.
Go see them for all your floral arrangement needs at 924 City Avenue South in Ripley.
Good luck and do your best. D's Oil, 311 City Avenue South. Our customers come first at First Franklin Financial. That's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business.
Welcome back to TV 19 Sports, your home for Tippah County football. Ripley in a heavy set. Owen, back to you for the call.
Long takes the snap and hands it off to Demarion Williams, and he will get about 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down. So as we move into what will be the final 3 plays of this game, John, what was your takeaway of the game tonight, both for, Ripley and Kossuth?
Ripley just kept, I believe, except for that about 10 minutes of the third quarter, Ripley kept their head about them, making good plays, smart plays. We did have a few penalties there in and out but Ripley did as Ripley was supposed to do, went back to establishing that run game and dominating up front as Ripley has done so far this year.
1 minute mark now as Williams will get the carry, and he'll get about 2 yards before he's brought down. Tackle made by number 78 of Kossuth. And let me tell you, you look at the score, and it's just all impressive that Ripley, again, puts up another shutout. But this is the best competition that Ripley's faced all year. And Corinth, despite not being able to score, they put up a fight against this Ripley Tiger team.
Yeah, Kossuth, who is legit, folks. I know. No discredit to them at all. Kossuth is a legit football team. They're a good football team. They're going to win a lot of ball games. I mean, with Jack Johnson back there, quarterback, with that senior leadership, they're going to win a lot of ball games.
Kossuth will move to 1-2 after we mentioned earlier the tough loss last week on the road to Corinth. And now a final kneel down for Ty Long will end this one as the clock strikes zeros. And it is a 21-0 homecoming win for Ripley. And what a homecoming it was for Tiger alumni as they see Ripley take down old rival Kossuth. And what was another great game in this long-played series that now sees Ripley at 3-0 in the year and perfect heading into a big road matchup against Senatobia next week. We bring you back in 2 minutes for the RCTV 19 post-game show with our player of the game recap and look forward to our game next week.
1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors
on
in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer
football.
Personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and starter loans. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1703 City Avenue North, or you can give us a call at 512-5808. Apply online at www.oneffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial.
Henderson Pest Control wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes this football season. Primary Care Clinic of Ripley wishes good luck to all our Tippah County teams and athletes. Good luck, Aiden and the Ripley Tigers from Heavener.
Owen, we're back, my friend. Well, let's hear it. Who's your player of the game?
For me, I don't know about you, but it's got to be Jalen Brooks. There were so many Tigers that are deserving. Ty Long played a really good game at quarterback, obviously. Might have ended up having 100 yards rushing, 100 yards passing by the end of it after he broke off a couple. Michael Turner had a big touchdown reception in the first that kind of set the tone. But, man, Jalen Brooks with a dagger. It really felt like Kossuth had a chance to come back and make this a one-possession game and give us a thrilling finish. But Jalen Brooks with the 85-yard touchdown run really just put that to bed.
Well, let me give you my player of the game. That would be the Ripley defense. Man, we talked about all night. They took their blows, they took their licks, but they kept Jack Johnson and that taunted offense of Kossuth out of the end zone for a big pitch shutout here tonight here at Tiger Stadium. So my player of the game is your Ripley Tiger defense. So.
Isn't it cheating a little bit to name 11 guys the player of the game?
No. Not after with the way the Tigers played. And there you see the Tigers huddling up, man. What a great performance by your Ripley Tigers. The coaching staff, man, they did so well tonight, coaching up the Tigers for a very, very tough Kossuth team who comes into the night, as you said, 2-1, after a big loss last week to a very good Corinth Indians team, so Kossuth, really, I don't believe they have anything to hold their head down about. But Ripley's got to be going out here with some confidence. Don't you believe, Owen?
I think you're exactly right. And the exact time to get that confidence is we talked about it. They move into a road game next week at Senatobia. And then after that, they go back on the road. They're on the road for 3 straight weeks, actually, again, as they then go to Boonville. And Boonville, another tough team. They've got 2 tough games coming up. But if they can get revenge for their loss last year to Senatobia on the road next week, John, you got to feel really good about this team's chances to go into division play unbeaten.
Right, and then next week, man, this game next week could be one of the, well, again, we saw again this is a good one this week, but folks, we go on the road next week to see a highly talented Biggersville Lions team to play the Walnut Wildcats. Man, can't wait to go on the road, be down at Biggersville for a game that's going to be, I believe, a barn burner.
Going to be in that greater Boonville, Corinth area for the first time this year as we for the first time this year, move out of Tippah County. Like John said, we will be heading to Biggersville as we see the Lions face off against the Walnut Wildcats in what should be a great game. 7:30 start there. Don't miss it next week on RCTV 19. As we get ready to wrap this one up, it was 21-0. Ripley pitching their second shutout of the season, folks. Just want to remind you, after tonight, the Ripley Tigers are outscoring their opponents by 137 points total at the end of the year. We got to start talking about this team as one of the top teams in 4A.
You know, you're exactly right, Owen. And, you know, I don't know if folks read it, but just a great write-up this week by Kendrick Story of Tippah County Sports. You know, is Ripley legit? You know, we'll see. You know, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I believe next week going to Centobia against a team that's going to be pretty good, we'll see. You know, Ripley has a chance to really put their name out there as a top team in 4A. You know, Kossuth coming in number 2 small school team, you know, so, I mean, we didn't play a shabby opponent there. So Tigers did a great job tonight. Hey, man, Owen, thank you for the call tonight. Hey, RCTV 19 Sports, go out and tell your sponsors we thank you for all you do for us. For Owen, for John, for Joey, for John Ross, all the staff at TV 19 Sports, man, we wish you guys a good night. God bless. See you next week on the road as the Walnut Wildcats take on the Biggersville Lion here on TV 19 Sports, your home for Tippah